How's it going, everybody? This is OmegaNikon with the Gaming VUE, back with another tips video on Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite for the arcade mode. The strategy for the arcade mode is pretty much the same as the story mode, except better because you can pick which characters you want to play with, of course. But there are a couple high achievements that you can unlock by using all of the characters, beating the arcade mode with all the characters, and unlocking 50 titles. Those will give you some pretty high achievement points. The 50 titles is pretty easy to get. You'll get that naturally, obviously, by playing the different modes in the game. Arcade mode will give you 30 titles for each character that you beat the arcade mode with. So to do a quick check to see which characters you still need to beat it with first, if you go to your fighter card, press X for titles, you'll see that the first title for each character is the one associated with beating the arcade mode. Now, you do not have to beat the arcade mode with each character. You get to pick 2 characters for each playthrough, and they both count. And that's even if you don't pull out your second character. If you just continue to use your first character, maybe he's your main, if you beat the game with him, it'll still count for the second character as well. So technically, to unlock most of these achievements, you really have to play the arcade mode through and through 15 times. Since there's 30 characters, 15 times should net you all 3 of these achievements. That is given if you've played the story and have locked most of the titles for the story associated with the story mode. The 30 titles you get for the arcade mode will give you that achievement as well. Quick side note, to unlock the achievement to play the arcade mode with every character, you don't have to beat the arcade mode, you just have to go in and play one match with said character, and you'll get that achievement unlocked. Strategy for beating Ultron Sigma and Ultron Omega in the arcade mode is pretty much the same in the story mode. It's a little bit easier to do because you can play with the characters that you're familiar with instead of having to use the whack characters like Arthur and Thor. I don't know what, Thor's just so slow for me. Very strong, but very slow. And like I said, just keep rushing the character, stay as close as you can. I prefer to use the Soul Gem. I know the Reality Gem is the preference right now. Everyone seems to be using, especially online. I still prefer the Soul Gem. It's sort of like a trump card at the end of a match. If you lose a character, you get them back with the Soul Gem. I like it. The one thing I wish they would add to this game is the ability to turn gems off completely, especially on multiplayer, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So check the characters that you need to beat the arcade mode from your titles list, write them down, pair them up, and go ahead and beat the final boss. You'll see that you unlock the titles at the end screen on the once you get back to the menu, and then continue. And once you finally beat the Ultron Omega with the last 2 characters you need, you'll pop the achievement. Boom, right there, 50 gamer points. Then you can go back into your fighter card, check your titles, and you got a nice little thing right here. To unlock the other titles, you have to go do the missions, which the missions to me are pretty good. They teach you some basics, but the advanced missions, they pretty much are trying to teach you combos that I don't think too many people are going to be using anyway. They're pretty extravagant. Not to say that they're too hard to do. If you put some time into it, you should be able to unlock some, if not all of the missions for the characters that you specifically like. And that's it. This is a quick video to just show you some tips on some achievements you can unlock and playing the arcade mode. Real quick, if I forgot about this one, if you do find yourself struggling with the arcade mode and you lose, sometimes you'll lose to Ultra Sigma. He gets God mode for some reason every once in a while. Just continue. For some reason, you don't have to lower the difficulty in this game. It almost like it does it automatically. If you lose a match, the second match generally is so much easier for some reason. But just stick with it, grind it out. You know, play around with the different characters. This achievement is good to give you some experience with all the different characters the game has. Although I would say, you know, at least half of them are kind of corny and whack and shouldn't be in the game. But you'll hear more about that when we put up our review for the game. There are a lot of reviews out now. Maximilian Dude's review is for this game is really good, and we probably are going to have some of the same points that he brings out because that's how we feel about this game as well. But stay tuned for that. If you guys are new to our channel here, please hit that subscribe button. Like this video if it was something that you enjoyed, and we're going to continue to put more videos out there. We're going to get some matches going, probably play some with our community a little bit if you guys have this game on Xbox. We can't wait for that, and we'll see you guys later.
Maximum spider! Having fun? Huh. I don't think you get it.
Spectacular! Yes!